amazing thing. You know how dew comes up on the grass at night, how wet the grass is in the morning? I woke up the next morning, sure enough, that fish was still alive. He was living on the dew of the grass, soaking wet. And I went in and got my brother Chris. At that point, I said, come out here and look at this fish, he won't die. So he's like always busting around. He was older than me, 9 years old. So, okay, Chris, so he's looking at that fish, and he said, go over there. I went about 3-4 feet over. He pointed that fish at me, went on his tail. That fish, sure enough, went right over to me. I turned around, went back, right over to Chris. We're playing with a fish in this front yard, back and forth. Most amazing thing. Anyway, it was ridiculous, but he started to die real quick because the sun started coming out, his skin was getting all right out and everything. And then quick, put it back in that rain barrel. We're having a good time with that fish. So we put it back in that rain barrel. Sure enough, he started swimming around in circles again. We got him back out, started playing with him again. Now, people laugh about this, but you know what? Most people who laugh about it know that there is a certain kind of catfish that's called like a walking catfish or something. He told me about it. And they'll jump out of a pond that's on one side of the road, right? And they'll go across into water on the other side. So we know that that's what kind of fish this was because we got that fish. Believe it or not, we started thinking we could train him. So we did. In and out of the water. Every time he started to almost die, back in the water he goes. Well, we did that all day long. My parents started paying attention. Next day, we got him up, started in again. Kept him in the water if he needed it. After 4 days, you guys, that fish got to be where sure enough he could stay out of water up until about lunchtime. I know. And then we would get him back out and play with him all afternoon. We was like, he was a pet. We called him Homer, we gave him a name, Homer, our pet catfish. Sure enough. We put a leash around his neck like a dog. My parents' friends started coming over. Where's that fish? Is he dead yet? All these things. No, we'd show him no. He'd be flopping around on the ground. And we did, now, don't you think that's amazing? Yeah. It was amazing. And all summer we played with Homer. And I'll just tell you one thing that happened, because this was the most fun thing, because I'll never forget it for sure. We used to go down this little country store.
Pockets are full, got all my things. Hi-ho, we're rolling home. Trees fly by, the highway sings. Hi-ho, we're rolling on home. Been to the ocean, went to the city. Over the mountains, they sure were pretty. It's a great big country, we went a long way. Now we're going back home.